You see the headline. You know how this goes. Let's get into it. President Donald Trump said some furloughed federal workers don't deserve to receive back pay once the federal government shutdown is over, which would mark a major departure from previous shutdowns. The last shutdown we had under his first term, but these federal employees have nothing to do with why the government shut down. It's not their fault. If anyone doesn't deserve to be paid, it would be the underqualified convicted felon that's sitting behind the booger riddled Resolute desk. It depends on who we're talking about, Trump said October 7th in the Oval Office in response to a question from a reporter. I can tell you this, the Democrats have put a lot of people in great risk and jeopardy, but it really depends on who you're talking about. Does he not know that Congress doesn't need back pay? That they're getting paid? Does he? Let's continue. Trump added, for the most part, we're going to take care of our people. For the most part, what the fuck you mean? There are some people that really don't deserve to be taken care of, and we'll take care of them in a different way. How are you going to determine this? Are you about to start marking people? Because no way is that a good idea. No matter how you splice and dice it. Biblically, historically, combo of them, that's... Mm-mm. Trump's remark come as a new legal analysis from the White House claims that the 750,000 employees furloughed during the shutdown are not entitled to back pay when they return, an administration official told USA Today. If the administration chooses to deny federal workers their pay, the White House could use the move to apply additional pressure on Democrats in Congress to join Republicans to fund the government. Democrats have pushed for health care policy changes in any funding bill to reopen the government. Um, but here's a little something. I don't think Trump informed the Speaker of the House of his sentiments. What do I mean? Let's get into it. House Speaker Mike Johnson weighed in on whether or not furloughed federal workers should receive back pay on Tuesday during a press conference on Capitol Hill. The topic grabbed headlines ahead of the presser after an Axios report revealed a draft White House memo argued that furloughed federal workers aren't guaranteed compensation for their forced time off during the government shutdown, reported Mark Caputo, citing several sources who described the document. In Trump's own words. Let's not forget that. Johnson offered two takes on the issue, one suggesting there might be a legal basis to deny workers their pay, and another saying he, of course, believes they should be paid. Of course, he believes whatever Trump tells him to believe. Mike Johnson has been waiting his whole life to have proximity to power. He is going to do anything he can by hook, crook, or bending over, taking it with the strawberry baby Earl to keep his proximity to power. But let's continue. I hope that the furloughed workers receive back pay, of course. We have some extraordinary Americans who serve the federal government. They serve valiantly and they work hard and they serve in these various agencies doing really important work, Johnson told a reporter. I think y'all really need to remember who is not being paid during these government shutdowns and what all is in jeopardy should they not receive back pay. During the same presser, however, Johnson also said it is true that in previous shutdowns, many or most of them have been paid for their time that they were furloughed, but there is new legal analysis. I don't know the details. I just saw a headline this morning. I'm not read in on it, and I haven't spoken to the White House about it. Told you Trump didn't fill him in. And what do you mean? You are the Speaker of the House. Your information should be more in depth than a news article. And you shouldn't be skimming headlines to... you know what? Let's continue. He added, but there are some legal analysts who are saying that that may not be appropriate or necessary in terms of the law requiring that back pay be provided. So I'm sure there will be a lot of discussion about that. But there are legal analysts who think that that is not something government should do. If that is true, that should turn up the urgency and the necessity of the Democrats doing the right thing. Even more pain for the people, so we've got to figure it out. So instead of saying, I don't give a damn what these legal analysts say, we need to pay people for the work that they've fucking done because slavery isn't supposed to be a thing, according to what we teach people in schools. But once again, you're going to put being a diabolical individual onto the party that's not doing these things. Oh, okay. Johnson's remarks appear to suggest that the GOP is looking to keep the threat of not paying furloughed workers as a bargaining chip to try and leverage the Democrats to end the shutdown, even though Johnson is making clear he wants to see the workers paid as a matter of principle. He's lying. He's lying. He doesn't care who gets paid outside of himself. He does not care about the average person. He does not care about the federal employees that he is reliant upon for a multitude of things while on Capitol Hill. I think people should remind their representatives that the people that are there to keep them safe and secure are motivated by compensation. And not to play with those people's money. Because the climate that the GOP, especially the MAGA wing of the GOP, has set forth, if certain employees said, screw it, y'all want to keep playing with us, we will walk out. We just won't do anything. That leaves them open. That leaves them open.